Hello. The following video was supposed to come out last month, but unfortunately, Starfield came out, and it's been a problem. So I present to you a video that is very, very outdated.
Hi, what's up? I still think about the time my dentist said I was more highly evolved than most people because I don't got no wisdom teeth and I never had them. Now, does that make me more highly evolved than you guys? Yes, but not as much as my opinions do. Hi, how's it going? My name's Chris. Do you guys remember the thrilling 2007 animated blockbuster feature film B-movie starring Jerry Seinfeld and Christopher Rock? Do you remember how the climax of that film kind of centered on this big legal battle between YouTubers who were doing all of the work and making all of the content, all while streamers stole the content and profited off of it? I do. I remember that. So I guess in some ways, we're going to be talking about B-movie today. But now that I've justified the title of the video, I bet you're wondering right about now, like, hey, Chris, can you suddenly and abruptly change this? Hello, chat. Today we're going to be reacting to a video. So somebody said a video that we should, I believe, we should watch and react to. So we're going to be reacting to a video that someone sent to me, okay? Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today's episode is sponsored by Raycon. Look at that, huh? Raycon's wireless earbuds not only start at half the price of other premium audio brands, but they've genuinely become a staple of my everyday routine. Whether it's comfortably listening to music in the grueling LA heat, or simply watching YouTube videos by actual content creators who actually put effort into what they do, Raycon's got me covered. Raycon is disrupting the electronics industry by making great sound for everybody. With 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, seamless Bluetooth pairing, and a compact design for a comfortable noise-isolating fit, you'd be dumb not to get yourself one of these. Come on, guys, you could use the earbud tap functions to toggle between 3 customizable sound profiles, noise isolation, and awareness mode. Just hold for 3 seconds to toggle between them. It's magic. Also, by the way, school's back in session, which means Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale for a limited time only. Get 20% off site-wide, plus free shipping. What a great product. Also, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Continuity's dumb, so go to buyraycon.com/Raygun right now for 20% off and free shipping, or I'll gut you. All right, that's it for today's video, guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Today's stream is over. Guys, let's not mince words here, okay? I've spent many years here on YouTube trying to perfect the art of taking time-sensitive current events of questionable importance and transforming them into timeless, zany pieces of entertainment for you people to chew on and digest and suckle at the sweet teat of. Okay? Countless hours of writing, rewriting, shooting, reshooting, rewriting, editing, re-editing, and then every now and again I'll get deeply interrupted by a groundbreaking video game that will absolutely ravage my productivity. I hope that stops sometime soon. Hashtag I hope Starfield is bad. I don't got the time for that. And in my years of making all of this ridiculous zany entertainment, I've ended up here. Imagine what a fool I feel like. I had no idea I could just steal other people's content and put my 30 IQ face in the bottom corner and make fucking millions of dollars while doing it. I didn't know that. I thought we had to... I thought we had to try. Oh, fucking silly me. Now look, you guys know me, all right? I'm not a judgmental guy.
It's a total fabrication. It's fiction. No way. We got you. Not a chance.
I'm disappointed that it took us this long to talk about reaction content in the way that we're finally talking about it today. Now, I know what I'm about to say is gonna sound like some old man shit like, back in my day, grass costed a nickel. But sincerely, like in 2016, 2017, back in my day, okay? People used to be run off the internet for making reaction content that was this fucking lazy and parasitic. And it's wild to see that that's the content that some of today's biggest streamers specifically specialize in today. Dude, I remember the Fine Brothers getting picked on relentlessly back in the day, and justifiably so. But the Fine Bros were fucking unparalleled workhorses in comparison to today's modern streamers, like actually for real. They had a studio space, they built a set, they employed a rotating cast of various personalities, and at the very least, they edited a lot and contributed a relatively hefty amount of transformative value to the videos that they stole. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was slightly interested in what younger kids thought of the music that I grew up listening to and shit like that. It's vaguely interesting. Now, was it still a dumb and lame and dumb operation?
Teens React fell off. Fuck the Fine Bros.
Did you have to sign an NDA when you were fired? Like, are you not allowed to reveal secrets anymore?
Did we have to sign an NDA?
Were you on Teens React too? Wait, can you come?
They were just cringe and wouldn't let us speak our mind on a show about speaking our mind.
They were on our fucking dick and balls, bro. That shit sucked. We couldn't say nothing.
Yes. Unquestionably so. But if you compare like the React series that the Fine Brothers made and fucking this.
Chad, this was interesting. The density, yeah, this is kind of interesting.
What you are looking at is considered the most densely populated place that ever existed. On an area of just 6.5 acres, or 4 football fields, dozens of individual buildings have merged into one solid organism that houses shops, restaurants, churches, private homes, and virtually everything that makes a city.
It's like they made the fucking Sistine Chapel, dude. It's like the Sistine Chapel of reaction content in comparison. It's nuts. Even Chris Chan put more effort into his Sonichu comics than fucking XQC puts into his fucking entire career. Silly me. I didn't even properly introduce you to the subject of today's video. Let's rectify that real quick. Allow me to introduce you to popular streamer XQC, who just recently was given a $100 million deal to produce this riveting content for the masses.
The end of the Second World War saw Hong Kong revert to British control. Simultaneously, the newly founded People's Republic of China in 1949.
I've nothing to see here. Just a man who had to learn what condensation was as an adult.
When I go downstairs, I have a Coke bottle, yeah, from the machine or some shit. I bring it back up, right? And when I touch it, I don't get wet at all. Like, my hands are fine, right? But when I let it there, after a couple times, dude, I play the fucking game, I get it, and it's fucking full of water, dude. It's full of fucking water, dude. Look at that shit. Condensation. Okay, what about condensation? What about it? What does that shit fucking do? Water collects as droplets on a cold surface when humid air is in contact with. So you make water. So there's no water and then there's water. It just creates itself. Huh?
Wild. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, Chris, just because XQC talks like a sentient scroll of meth-addicted folklore, acts like a petulant child, and is French-Canadian, doesn't mean his content is a problem. I disagree. I think being French is a problem. But beyond that, there's more than meets the eye to this whole shebang. The debate around reaction content here on YouTube has been a long resurfacing issue for many, many years now, dating back to the Reply Girls of the late 2000s, to the Jinxes and the Fine Bros of the mid-2010s. 2010s? I said that weird. 2010s. To the archetype of your modern streamer. What's funny about it, though, is that every previous time this debate resurfaced, everybody would kind of unanimously agree that the people aping other people's content were the problem. It was distracting to the original content. It was very pervasive and predatory. Everybody always came to their senses eventually. Like, a lot of these players were run off the platform entirely. Except for now. And I think the only real difference is because now the people who are making this content are people who are actually popular. People like Hassan, XQC, others that I don't fucking give a shit to mention. I don't care. Fuck you. And I do think there is a bit of a broad brush being painted here, so I do want to get a little bit more specific. Because React content in and of itself isn't inherently the problem. You can make content based off of other people's content. That's no problem. In fact, I've been doing that for many a year now. The stipulation, though, in layman's terms, is that your content is supposed to be transformative enough to serve a different functional purpose than the original content. And there are various protections for this stuff. Stuff like critique, parody. For example, if I uploaded a video of me watching a 10-minute video and my video ends up being 10 minutes and 30 seconds, that's 30 seconds of transformative work that I'm adding to 10 minutes? That's fucking ridiculous. If you're reacting to a 10-minute video, though, and your video is like 40 minutes to an hour to maybe over, that's a substantial amount of content that's added to what you're transforming. And the dismissiveness of the concept of fair use from streamers like Hassan and XQC has been somewhat just interesting to witness. As someone who has a long history of both streaming and making YouTube content, this is interesting to watch because I think I know exactly what's going on here, and I don't think I've seen anybody really speak about it. The reason YouTubers care when their content is stolen and streamers don't is because their relationship with content creation is vastly different from one another. And not only is their relationship with creating content different, but the purpose of their content is massively different as well. You know, when I spend arguably far too long on a single video, months writing and rewriting and editing and re-editing and shooting and reshooting and perfectionisming all over the damn thing, unjustifiably so, and I do end up with a 30-minute YouTube video that is painstakingly crafted and meticulously executed, even if it falls short of my personal expectations, even if by the time I'm done editing the thing, I'm sick of the damn thing, that's still a lot of effort and a lot of myself put into a project that now exists for everyone to see. The personal reward for that effort is to ultimately end up with something I'm proud of at the end of it, to have something to show for it. Obviously, you want people to see it, you want people to resonate with it, you want people to engage with it, to comment on it, you hope it strikes a chord with people. But ultimately, like, you know, the existence of the content in and of itself is its own reward. And maybe I'm just speaking for me, maybe this is not how most content creators feel, but it's definitely how I feel. Like, I didn't join YouTube to specifically tell people my opinions on stuff. Like, I have no real interest in that unless something is really, really fascinating to me. And so that's my relationship with content creation. I really care about what ends up at the end of that edit. And then the process begins again. Streamers, though, I think come from a completely different environment, and that's an environment of kind of instant gratification in some way. They're interacting with the audience as they're making the content. You know, they're getting instant feedback, essentially collaborating with the audience live, and that is the purpose of the content. I'm not streaming to create a stream. I'm streaming to engage with my audience live. That live interaction is the purpose. And once the stream ends, it served its purpose because I'm just gonna go live again tomorrow. And outside of archival purposes, or maybe just to cut the stream up into little bite-sized videos that you can then post to YouTube to then profit from, which is, by the way, an inherently secondary aspect to the business, the personal reward of that content even existing is long dead by the time the next stream goes live the day later. I barely remember what the fuck I say on stream 2 minutes after I close OBS, but you know damn well I know everything that I said in that YouTube video that I meticulously wrote. Now, obviously, not every YouTuber operates at that level of effort. Not every streamer puts no effort into their stuff. I am making pretty sweeping generalizations here, but I do think that it explains the distinct difference in attitudes of the people in those respective mediums who are the most successful. I think it is interesting that really successful content creators on YouTube who put meticulous time into editing their shit care when their stuff is stolen, and I think it's fascinating that people who are really, really successful at streaming don't. I think that's fascinating. And I really do think it's a really simple kind of explanation. I think XQC, Hassan, and others like them can't relate to being upset about having their content stolen because they don't put any effort into their content. At least not in a way that represents a creative or personal toll on them in any way to have created it. And by the way, none of this is to say that streaming isn't hard work in and of itself, okay? Especially when you do it several hours a day, every day, like some of these bigger streamers do. It does take a lot to stick to a schedule, to be on, and to remain entertaining and engaging enough to your audience that justifies their repeat attention. Walking away from the stream while somebody else's highly edited content plays uninterrupted, though,
allowed various
it's just arguably not what I would call difficult. I need a haircut so fucking bad. There is no stream that I have ever seen that has matched the quality of any given CoffeeZilla video, any given Kid Icarus video, any given Internet Historian video, any given JonTron video. And by the way, that's normal because I think these, you know, these mediums, streaming and content creation, I do think they are, I think they're separate. I think they serve different purposes. And I know it seems like I'm the one devaluing streaming here, but I actually think streamers are the ones who do that when they say they don't care when their content is stolen because it's just not a big deal. To me, that's a direct reflection on how you see your own work if you're willing to treat it that fucking flippantly. Oh wow, you don't care if someone takes your 5-hour-long video of you sitting in front of a computer and, you know, watching other people's shit. You don't care if someone steals that? I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why you would have no attachment to that. I remember seeing XQC tweeting something. I think it's gone now. I think he deleted it because he was getting fucking piled on really, really bad. But it was something along the lines of like, hey, YouTube should add like a button, you know, so that, you know, when I steal something, you know, it links to the original thing. And it's like, why are you asking the big corporation to help you not steal? Just don't fucking steal, bro. Like, and by the way, if you are live streaming and you do end up stealing content, like at the very least, don't re-upload it to the site that you fucking stole it from with barely any transformative material to speak of added to it. Like, it's fucking, this seems so obvious. It's like basic etiquette. Like, I really can't fathom how he, it's weird to not understand. One of the more baffling responses that I saw was like this one video of Hassan getting criticized for playing a video while he wasn't at his chair, basically stealing the content. And he basically asked, like, what am I supposed to do, die?
Dude, what am I supposed to do, die? Like, I don't understand.
It's like, no, bro, fucking put a be right back screen. Or you know what? Jesus, you're a streamer. You have hundreds of hours of content. Put like I'll be right back and play some highlights of your stream. Like, why the fuck? Like, why do you need to steal it? What am I supposed to do? Die? What am I supposed to do? Kill myself? Imagine if someone broke into your fucking house and they stole your like PlayStation 5 and your Xbox and your fucking TV and your laptop, and you walk in on them and you're like, hey, what? Hey, don't. What are you stealing from me for? And then they go, what am I supposed to do? You want me to die? You want me to die? Is that it? It's fucking crazy. And by the way, no one's saying that you can't react to things on stream. I feel like that's totally fine. I feel like if you ask permission, or if you feel like you're going to have something interesting to say about something and you're going to transform it in some interesting way, I think that's fine. And I think that shit, by the way, is fine to re-upload to YouTube. The problem comes in when like you end up, you know, watching something and you don't have anything to add to it. And then it's just sort of like, oh, well, you know, I didn't really have anything to say about that. Just don't re-upload that shit. It's fine to do that on stream. I've watched some videos on stream where people sent it to me and they were like, hey, what do you think of this? And I watch it on stream and I'm like, I don't have anything to say about that. And it's not a transformative thing. I have a relatively small audience and I don't re-upload those fucking clips to YouTube and fucking siphon views away from it. But, you know, that happens sometimes. No one's going to judge you for not having anything to say about something live. The issue comes in when you steal it, re-upload it, and profit from it. And I think that's a fairly simple concept to wrap your head around, provided you are not still mystified by water in your late 20s.
Condensation. Okay, what about condensation? What about it? What does that shit fucking do?
Anyway, that's gonna be it from... I just felt kind of passionate about this topic. I'm still working on a bunch of shit. Been going through some personal stuff that, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about that much right now, but... Still working on some cool stuff. It'll be worth the wait, I promise. But it's going to be a little bit longer. Shit keeps happening that I have to keep adding to it, and it's fucking annoying. But I'll see you soon. Hopefully before fucking Starfield comes out. I really hope it's bad. Not because I want them to fail, but I just... just don't have the time, man. I don't got the time. I don't got the time.